From the busy streets of Gondar, I made my way up the mountain roads that lead to Ethiopia's northern highland region. We passed stunning scenery as we drove through the hilly countryside. Soon, the tall peaks making up the Simien Mountains came into view. I settled into our lodge, perched on top of a cliff. Blending seamlessly with the magnificent surroundings, the Lima Limo Lodge is such a welcome escape from the bustling city. The hotel is built and managed in the strictest ecological standards, making sure they operate with a low impact on the environment. With its minimalist design, it's instantly clear that the main attraction here are the views. Out here, it feels like you are cut off from the rest of the world. Together with the local guide Bogie, I went off to explore this otherworldly landscape. Hiking is the order of the day, as Bogie educates me on the local flora and fauna.
So Bogie, this is, you were saying poisonous.
Yeah, it's wild tomato. It's
Okay.
poisonous, but the local people, they use it to washing clothes like in a soap.
Oh, you can wash the clothes with this.
Yeah. They'll collect in the fruit. When it's dry, they'll crush it by stone. When it's in a powder, they will add water and then any clothes to use from this plant.
Overhead, highland birds dominate the skies.
So many birds flying around, vultures, ravens, eagles. This is really nice.
With their wings catching the winds, they perform a kind of dance over the valley.
What a view. And they say this was formed by a volcanic eruption. I can camp out here and just take it easy.
The Simien Mountains were shaped some 40 million years ago. Volcanic activity, uplift and erosion formed these dramatic cliffs and pinnacles. 80% of Africa's tallest mountains can be found in this area that Ethiopia is often called the roof of Africa.
It's a good place for me to sort of think about a lot of things, your life.
Bogie and I continued on our trek, pausing every now and then to appreciate the unbelievable beauty of this place. Once described as the chess pieces of the gods.
Look at these rocks and this cliff. It's so dramatic. And the grass is not like your regular grass. It's like falling down, lying around. We're about 10,400 feet now above sea level. So it's more difficult for me to breathe, but I think if we go really slow, we'll manage to find some baboons and some other animals.
Our mission was to find the highlands resident gelada baboons, a unique species that can only be found here.
You saw all those mountains earlier? I climbed all of those looking for these baboons, and now they say they're out there. Can you see them? 2 mountains to go. I'll be there very shortly.
As we continued our trek, I was lucky to find some of the locals living here and get a glimpse of life in this high-altitude setting. Families live on subsistence agriculture and tending of livestock. Local crafts are also being made to sell to passing hikers. We chanced upon a group of kids and their wares.
This one? What is this? Yeah, it's a hat.
It's made from the animal, these ones, from the sheep. Also, this is also made from by decoration.
They were a happy bunch and decided to teach me the traditional Ethiopian shoulder dance to the beat of a folk song.
Oh, he's dancing.
In exchange, they wanted me to teach them a Filipino folk song, which I did to the best of my ability.
Bahay, kubo, kubo, kahit munti, ang halaman doon ay sari-sari. Okay, that's good enough. Thank you.
We edged closer to the baboons we saw earlier, distracted and delayed only by the numerous picturesque spots.
Here's another baboon poop. So I guess I'm getting closer to them. But if you look out, it's never-ending nice views. After so many mountains, I finally found them. Here they are. All these baboons just walking around peacefully. I hope I don't disturb them. Here's a bunch of kids and juveniles. There's one with a baby being carried by his mom. And that one looks like an alpha male with the long hair. This one, big male. Oh, look at him tumbling in. This is very interesting. They're herbivores and they don't actually eat meat. That's why it's very safe to walk around them. And they're only found here in the Simien Mountains.
Geladas are very intriguing. They are not actually baboons, but a unique species called Theropithecus, the only grass-grazing monkeys in the world. They are the last of their kind. Males are bigger and hairier than females, but both have a prominent red chest. They live in large herds, feeding during the day and sleeping by the side of the cliffs at night.
They're all over me. See that kid jumping around?
Another curious thing about geladas is the way they communicate. Compared to other apes, the sounds and facial movements they make are much more complex, almost speech-like. Scientists believe this developed so they can communicate to each other within a large group.
There was a time that they were almost extinct because people were killing them for their coats and using them for winter. But nowadays, they're being protected and conserved.
The geladas are some of the most remarkable, rarest creatures on Earth. And I am very lucky to see them in their natural habitat. Ethiopia never fails to amaze. Journeying across a different side of this vast country, I discover a rich, ancient capital and a people swept with the same religious fervor as their ancestors. In its majestic cliffs and peaks, I find a breathtaking landscape, a unique species, and an entirely different way of life. It is a place that allows you to disconnect, reflect on your life, and find your place in this vast world.
This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari.